Hello. Happy Monday, everybody. How is everybody out there? It seems dark in here. We've had a really overcast day today. Not a lot of rain. They've had a lot of rain around us, but I don't know. We missed it. My dad always used to say when things like that would happen, well, city council won't let it in, will they? So I always make a quick joke about that. But guys, it's Jan here. I'm coming to you from the kitchen tonight. It's very quiet in here. I am home alone for a little bit longer. Oh, yeah. So, guys, if you're getting on here with me live, if you're catching a red live up in the corner, please type live in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. If you're catching me later on and it says was live up there, you're catching the replay, totally great. I love everybody who watches. So if you're watching the replay, just type replay in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. Like I said, my name is Jan. I live in Southeast Nebraska. And I love sharing our low carb lifestyle, guys. Making something I haven't done in a long time. And tonight, Dave knew he was going to be off work early today. So he had an errand to run for my son. So he took off driving for like 90 miles. And it was raining some here, but he thought he would run out of the rain. And instead he ran into the rain. So he had quite the trip to get where he was going. He's headed home now. No rain now, but he said it was getting kind of crazy there for a while. So, hey Sandra, hello, and thank you for telling me where you're from. So, he's headed home now. He said, he just slowed down, took it easy, took his time, got where he needed to go, and they had lots of rain. We have not had much. My son only works about maybe 20 miles from us. And we had like 5/100ths of an inch of rain all day long. Hi, Crystal. And just 20 miles from us, I think he said they were 2.5 to 3 inches. And some of it came, like 1.5 inches of it came like in 45 minutes. So it was just, he said the streets were flooded. It was crazy. Hi, Lil. So anyway, I knew he was planning to leave today. So guys, when I make my menu for the week, we always consult our calendar before we make a menu. What do I have going on? I look at my calendar. I have a monthly calendar here. I write all of our appointments, all of the important stuff on that. Hey, Marianne. Oh, that's not cool. Yeah. Hey, Ann. So like I was saying, I always plan things out, okay? So I knew he was going to be gone. I said, he's never guaranteed a time he's going to be off. Hi, Connie. Hey, Terry. So I said, you know what? We don't know what time you're going to be home. Let's just plan breakfast because I'll eat what I want. You eat what you want and we'll both be happy, right? So anyway, hi, Susan. So like I was saying, we just planned breakfast tonight. I'm going to go ahead and get mine going and then I'll have the stovetop free when he gets home and he can fix what he wants. So what am I doing tonight, guys? I was really craving toast, okay? Now, bread is not something, just regular bread. We just don't eat it anymore. I don't eat a lot of the keto bread. I just feel like it's got an off. I don't know if it's the texture. I don't know if it's the flavor. I eat it once in a while, but I would much rather make me a chaffle. Now, if you don't know what a chaffle is, then you need to be in my group, Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave, because I share things over there all about our low carb lifestyle, okay? Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave. You do not have to be diabetic to be in there. I share recipes, I share motivation, I share lots of information about different ingredients that we find in our foods, things that are great for us, things that have benefits for our bodies that we really don't realize, and all that information. If you'd like to be in that group, type group in the comments, and I will leave you a link where you can tap that link, get over there, and request to join. or you can search it. There's a search bar on Facebook. Type it in, Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave, and just request to join there. Hi, Kathy. Oh, yes, we do. You know, Dave loves breakfast. Breakfast is his meal. So we eat breakfast a lot of times once a week, breakfast for dinner, but he eats the chaffles. I really wish somebody would come out with a chaffle iron. Now I'll tell you what a chaffle is, okay? Hi, Jewel. Chaffles started out, and it's a combination of the word cheese waffle. So it's chaffle. Okay, so it's a chaffle. Most of them had cheese in them. This one does not, okay? But they're just a mini waffle iron typically that we make them in. And I really wish somebody would make something like this that's square that would cook just like a piece of bread. Oh, I hear the thunder out there now. Goodness gracious. We've had some storms moving close by us. Hey, David, I will get you a link soon, okay, after I get off here. So what I do, guys, usually when I'm cooking with my chaffle iron is I have a tendency to overfill, so I stick it on a plate. So if it does run out when I close it up, then I've got it covered. I'll plug this in now and start it warming up because I want it preheated. Hey, Jewel, thanks for sharing. I want it preheated when I put my chaffle in there. So let's stop talking and let's get to making, right? So first thing going in, guys, an egg, okay? I think this one is dairy-free, guys. So I've used this recipe a lot through the years. It's a pretty old one. Hi, Linda. And it's called a Wonder Bread chaffle. Now you can find that in my group. Go to the group and search Wonder Bread chaffle. Okay, I'll show you what I got here. Wonder Bread chaffle. And here, you know what? I'm gonna turn it around and I'll show it to you this way. Facebook took away my ability to share. Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave now. Wonder Bread chaffle, okay? That's what you're looking for in the group, okay? So I got an egg. I'm going to do some almond flour. And I think, guys, if you wanted to sub out coconut flour, you could. I don't mind the almond flour. It would not measure the same, okay? Coconut flour is different measurements than almond flour, just so you know. Okay, I got to get this leveled off here a little bit. So in with some almond flour. Hi, Elizabeth, how are you? And then I've got mayo. Guys, I like the Duke's mayo. It's got a little zing to it. Hi, Charlena. Got a little zing to it, and I don't see that nasty note on there that says that it contains bioengineered. I don't know. Everything's supposed to be saying if it has bioengineering in it. It says right on there, no sugar added. That's a good thing. No artificial colors or flavors. Ingredients: soybean oil, egg yolk, water, distilled and cider vinegar, salt, paprika, natural flavors, calcium disodium, EDTA to protect flavor. So I don't see the little note that says, oh yeah, we put genetically modified stuff in this. Dave's not home right now, so anyway, you're stuck with me. Sorry, Cameron. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Jeff. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. I appreciate it. Elizabeth, good to hear. So I'm going to take some of this. I don't usually measure real close, guys, but I will just kind of plop in some of that. Some of the mayo, okay? And now I got it all over my finger, so lick it off, right? Okay, and some baking powder. And last thing going in is, I just about spilled the whole thing all over the counter, is a little touch of water, okay? And I'm just gonna mix this all together, guys. whisk it all together. Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate that. Guys, I'd love to have you join me in the group, okay? If you're not already in there, please join the group, Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave. Like I said, I share these types of recipes. What am I going to do with this? Well, I have an avocado. I'm thinking about some avocado toast because actually you can toast this after it's done. I don't usually do that just because it's like a waffle on the outside. I don't usually toast it, but you can if you want it super crunchy, okay? Hey, Connie, I'm just not sure this avocado is quite ripe. So I'm not sure I'm going to do avocado toast. I'm going to do some hard fried eggs, some toast, and I don't know what else. Probably some veggies. I've got some celery in there. I've got some radishes in the fridge. Just lots of little things. We're getting cucumbers out of the garden, all kinds of things like that. So, you know, I like to throw in the vegetables. I thought about doing some bacon, and then I thought, yeah, not going to waste my time on bacon. So now this thing here, guys, the light, I can't reach that far. I'm going to plug it in a different outlet so I can show you guys what I got going on. The light comes on, and I don't think you can see it. It comes on when it's heating up. It goes off when it's ready, okay? So it's ready. And this recipe, guys, makes enough for 2, okay? Hi, Tina. So I am going to try to split this in about half. Typically, it's just about 1/4 of a cup, not quite maybe. And I'm just gonna take that and put it in there. Okay, just spread it around and then close the lid. Voila, we're ready to go. Hi, Kale. Hey, Tina. So like I was saying, guys, super simple, super easy. I'll get these done. Then I'm going to fry me some eggs on the stovetop and probably 2 or 3 eggs. And this might be all I need. Just some simple, throw together something or other. I might put a little peanut butter. I have some homemade jelly, guys. I don't know. It's not really jelly. This is a rhubarb raspberry butter. I canned this a year ago with my rhubarb out of my garden. I'm not seeing anything on my end, Sue. I'm sorry. I have had some people here lately saying my videos go crazy, and I'm like, I don't see it when I'm making it, so it might be you, it might be me, I don't know, sorry. Hey, Tina. So like I said, I might just use some of this on one piece. I love this stuff, guys. Absolutely love it. Sugar-free, greatness in there, gives you that sweet flavor, yet you don't have the guilt. So I'm going to stick with you here just a little bit to try and get this first one out of here. And so you guys can see it when it comes out. I love making these, guys. They're super simple. These little chaffle irons, guys, you can pick these up about $10 most anywhere anymore. Amazon has I see them on sale like around the holidays, Halloween. They do pumpkin ones or all kinds of crazy ones. I have several of them. I have a little mini dash bunt maker. I have one that actually you can just make like a pancake in. And you can fry your egg in that too. So your egg, and if I did it in this, I always feel like they're too thick. I don't like that one. I feel like it's too thick. That's my personal opinion, but you do what you want to do. And like I said, I love sharing these little things because it's cool. And it's a great way. That Big Mac sauce is awesome. And you know what? These would work for a hamburger bun too, guys. You could easily, I've used them for hamburger buns. I love this Wonder Bread chaffle recipe. It's soft, it's good, and it's about done. So, like I said, I love doing it. And I'm just doing eggs tonight, Connie, but your hamburger patty sounds amazing with some dill pickles and some mac sauce and some lettuce and some tomato. Oh, now you're making me hungry. So, like I said, guys, I'd love to have anybody who wants to join me in the group, Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave. This is the type of stuff I share over there. Today is 1 week into the weight loss group that Dave and I, believe me, he's not trying to lose any weight, so he's holding steady. I've lost 4 pounds in 1 week. 4 pounds in 1 week, thanks to a reset and our duos, guys. There you are, back. If I disappeared, I'm sorry. We have some storms moving in here, and I think it's messing with my internet connection. I'm sorry. If you guys, I apologize. Sometimes here in the Midwest, we get crazy heavy rain, and I know they've been getting crazy heavy rain all around us. So I'm going to hustle up, get out of here. Here is the one that is done. I just put the second one in the cooker, and I'm going to have me some dinner here real quick with bread. You can butter it. You can put peanut butter on it or nut butter or of your choice, whatever you want. I'm probably going to put some of this on mine and just have breakfast for dinner, okay? Like I said, these are pretty soft. I can squish this pretty good, okay? So it's a soft bread. That's part of the reason they call it Wonder Bread chaffle. So and you could toast this, okay? And I might put it in the toaster to rewarm it before I eat after I do my eggs. But anyway, guys, please join me in the group Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave. Like I said, I have lost 4 pounds in a week in our weight loss group. Thank you to our duos that have changed our lives. I'm not going to lie. The mental focus, the non-cravings, all that kind of stuff, the better moods is great. So if you need information on the duos, drop duos in the comments. And if you need to be in the group, drop group in the comments, please, because I want you guys to, I want to be able to spread this word as much as I can. And if you're in the group, please invite your friends and family. So that's all I have for tonight. My second one's about done and I got to get going. So enjoy I hope you have a fantastic evening. Enjoy it. Smile. Pass that smile on. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye.